Happy Friday, welcome back to my channel. Welcome in if you're new here and welcome back if you're a regular. I hope you're excited for a brand new speed build today. I am super excited to show you what I've been working on. So for today we are building an apartment for a single dad and triplet daughters. One of the daughters is trans, and yesterday I did include a trans female and I had a really lovely comment, and I just thought we would do it again today because the community always needs as much support as possible, and the comment did say that they really appreciated the support and that the world is a scary place right now. So I thought we would end this week on a high note and we would do something positive. So we do have triplet daughters. One of them previously was a male, they were born a male and now they have transitioned into a female. I do find it quite interesting in the community with the younger generation. I don't know enough about it to have like a major opinion, but just like, you know, from face value, I do think a lot of people have opinions on younger people transitioning, but I feel like this particular parent just wants their child to be happy. Obviously they haven't biologically transitioned because they're still a kid, but if they wish to as they get older, then of course their family supports them, and I think that's the best way to be. If it was me in the situation, I would just want my child to be happy, and whatever made them happy, as long as they were safe and nothing was hurting anybody else and it was just a personal journey, then I would 100% fully support them, as any adult should, I personally believe, or a child, anyone should support, to be honest. But yeah, so this particular family are very, very supportive. The father is a single parent. He is no longer with the wife. I don't feel like anything bad happened to the mum. Maybe she is still in their life, but she lives on a farm. So the dad moved to the big city and his wife is very much into horse riding. He still really likes horse riding, or his ex-wife I should say, my bad. But I just feel like they fell out of love. However, they still share like an equestrian centre together. That was sort of the vibe. I don't know why, but so I did try and make this apartment quite like, what's the word? Not nautical, it's not beach themed. Quite wooden. I don't know what the correct term is. I guess it's a bit Scandinavian style, which isn't anything to do with horse riding, but it just kind of gave me like that country vibe, I suppose. I don't know how to best describe that, but I hope you know what I mean. So we do have a very wooden theme for this apartment, which was kind of given a hint at the countryside, but I do feel like he had to move here for work, so that is why we live in the city. So the girls do go back and forth to the countryside, to the city, and so on and so forth and what have you, but I do feel like the dad is very much still a country guy at heart, but he has to move here for work. So I kind of feel like now maybe he is some like snazzy businessman and he has to work here, and he doesn't not like it. He's just, you know, a country guy at heart, like I say. Same as myself, to be honest. I like visiting the city, but I don't think I could live in one. I much prefer the countryside. It's just where my heart is. I feel much more myself in the country. So that is what the vibe was for today. So the girls are very much girly girls. They're into pink, they like a lot of rainbow stuff, they like unicorns, they like stuff that's very classical feminine, and we do have quite a lot of trans flags as well to support our daughter in here, and I think maybe the dad is a little bit old-fashioned, so he doesn't really fully understand. I feel like a lot of the older generation, it's not that they're not supportive, they just don't really fully understand it because they weren't brought up with it. So he is doing his best, bless him, because he is a very good parent, and I feel like both of the parents together have like a really good method of raising the girls, and of course their sisters are supportive as well, but I do feel like the three of them are a lot of work, so regardless of gender they are busy. They're very, very busy children. They're very craft based, they like making things, they are very creative individuals. I don't feel like they're very sporty, I feel like they like arts and crafts, so I did include a lot of craft things in the house because I just felt like it needed it. It just felt very cutesy and cozy, and I feel like when they do visit their dad's house in the city they just like to colour and make posters. And when I was little I know I've said this story before, but I did have a nursery that was like my nursery. I had all of my teddies who were like in school, and I was like the teacher, and I had sticker charts, and it was just a vibe. So I was kind of imagining that, and I used to draw an awful lot when I was little. I do still really like drawing, I just don't really do it that often anymore. But that was what I was imagining when creating this family. So I did include quite a lot of crafty things, and I did include some board games as well, because of course they just can't colour all the time, so I did include some of that as well. But I really love the aesthetic of this apartment, so I do hope you guys like it as well. I did try and include some greenery as well, because I did feel like it just needed a pop of green, so we do have some green as well. But I did include a massive dining table, because I did feel like maybe they had a big family. Obviously their initial family, like, you know, there's only 4 of them living here, but I was imagining that perhaps the mum slash the dad did have a big family. They all still get along, so they all still have like the holidays together and such, and maybe on the weekends they have family meals. I feel like they're all still good friends, you know, like the parents still get along well, they just don't live together. So I was imagining that perhaps they did have some like big family dinners here, and it just worked well. I just think it turned out nice. So I am now realising that again I forgot to include hampers like every time. I have been a little bit better with it lately though. I have been checking the apartments before I upload them to make sure I've got a bin, I've got alarms, and I do have hampers, but I do think I forgot the hampers. But I think I included the alarms, but I could be wrong, honestly. I can't remember exactly, but I will go back and include them before I upload them. I don't know why I just always forget hampers, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, so now we're just finishing up the main living space. Of course we do have a massive dining room, like I said, and we do have a separate room for laundry, and I just think it turned out really nice. So I just really like this apartment. I haven't built here really. I built here last week I think, but other than that I haven't really built here at all. But we are building in 121 Hakim House in Salmaishuna, which comes with a City Living expansion pack, in case I didn't say that already, which I don't think I did. If you guys don't have this pack, I highly recommend it. I know it's been out for a while, but that doesn't really mean that everyone's got it. So if you don't have it, I highly recommend. It's probably one of my favourite packs. I do build in the city every single day. Building apartments is just one of my favourite things, and you guys really like them, so it's kind of become like the main attraction of my content. I do still build houses, but I guess making apartments has just become my like theme for my channel. But I am hoping to get back into my Let's Play next week, fingers crossed. A while ago I dropped my interface, which is what you use to plug your microphones into, and it literally broke my heart. I did smash it slightly, so I'm really hoping that it still works fine. I haven't used it since, but I take such good care of stuff that everything looks like immaculate, everything looks brand new. So the fact that I dropped it, I was like, my heart. I was carrying it in a box, and it was on the top of the box, and it slipped off and landed face down on the floor, and like the dials landed face down, so it was like smashed inward slightly. Literally broke my heart. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I take such good care of it, and the fact that I slightly ruined it was like, oh my gosh, because my mum bought it for me when I first started to get into like recording. I am a singer, so I did have it for singing, and I just felt so bad. I know she didn't mind, obviously, because it was an accident, but I just felt awful. Anyway, I'm really hoping it still works, so next week I will attempt to record a proper Let's Play episode again, but I am going to change it to a businesses and hobbies Let's Play instead of City Living, because I really want to explore the pack more. And to be honest, I haven't played with the pack enough yet. I've been building an awful lot, and I haven't really explored the gameplay as much as I'd like to. I haven't done any of the like what's the word, like the clay modelling. I haven't done that yet. I've done tattooing, but yes, so I've got a lot to explore, so I'm hoping to start that next week, all being well. But do let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd like to see. But yeah, hopefully next week that'll be out. But yeah, so now we're just finishing up in the girls' room. I did want to include a lot of clutter in this room, so I did kind of go all out on the pink, in case you couldn't tell. I just think it looks really nice. I really love how it turned out. I did include a lot of stuff in here, but I felt like it needed it. Of course, if you had triplets, can you imagine? So they do have stuff in both places, but I did feel like maybe a lot of their craft things were here, so I did include a lot of stuff in the shelves, like drawing and books and just all of that fun stuff. So Anyway, now moving on to the bathrooms. The bathrooms always kind of look the same. I don't particularly love doing bathrooms, I get them done. They're always functional, they all kind of look the same, so it is what it is. But yes, I am just finishing up the bathrooms. I did kind of do them both simultaneously together just to try and get them out of the way with, because I don't really enjoy bathrooms. Anyone else have stuff like that where you're not like obsessed with it? You don't mind it? I think dining rooms and bathrooms, I'm always a bit like, don't love it, but we'll get through it. Although today's dining room I did quite like, so maybe I'm changing. So I am going to end the voiceover by here today, guys. I really appreciate all of your support. I will be back on Monday with another speed build and hopefully a Let's Play episode at some point next week. But yes, I wish you all the most wonderful weekend. I hope you've had a good week. If you haven't had such a good time, I really hope the weekend it makes up for it and you can have some downtime. Do something that you enjoy. Do something crafty if you are artsy. Do some sports. Not that many of us can relate probably if you're anything like me. Do something that you enjoy, basically. I'm going to be going home to my parents and crocheting because I'm obsessed with crocheting, and visiting my nan, so that is my weekend. But yes, I wish you all a wonderful time. I'll see you guys on Monday. Like always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell, it really helps out my channel, and I'll see you guys on Monday for another speed build. Thanks for watching, bye guys.
Outside of this box, who cares about your posts? I know they're only fake. Show us what you own and how much money that you make. Yeah, I know that you're trying to fix me, but I don't wanna be like you. Keep your stupid job, pretend that you're the person you wanted to be. And you're dying not to work, but work until you die. And you're dying not to work, but work until you die. You're dying not to work, but work until you die. You're die inside. Say no, no.